God, I think I'm wearing the same thing too. Just for you.
Yeah,
Just for you.
So now we're talking about Big Door 2, which I officially can now say has a season 2. But nice to meet you, Sammy. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? All good. How you doing?
Pretty good. So, Trina and Jacob, it's like the messiest, like, cheating scandal possible. Like, how is it like to play like a character who, well, two characters? You're the twin brother, who I assume if they ever did a flashback, you would play. It's cheated on his girlfriend cheated on him with his twin. Like, what's that dynamic like?
Yeah, I mean,
Let's go right to it.
it's weird, right? I mean, it's a little out there, but yeah, we've talked about this a lot, and it's like we're all people. We make mistakes. Things happen. You know what I mean? It's like sometimes you're just overcome with life stuff. It's life stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. And you know, I think it's cool that the audience doesn't know the exact reasons and doesn't really know like exactly what happened. But yeah, it's certainly life stuff.
Yeah. But of course, there's the big Morpho machine. Do you think if that machine existed that you would use it?
Yeah, I think I would. I mean, it seems like a fun kind of concept, but I mean, it also seems extremely scary. But I would just want to kind of know, like, if everyone was doing it, I think I would try to do it too. Unless I saw most of the people around me being very, very miserable, then I would be like, count me out.
I'm so like skeptical and jaded. I don't think I would go near it unless like people were like, it's so valid. Like if it was like doing my dad, who's like insanely passionate about architecture, and it was just like architect, then I'd be like, yo, I'd be like, bring it over. Now I'll check it out.
What would you hope your card would say? You, yourself, not your character.
Limitless potential.
Whoa.
I hope it just says limitless. That would be amazing.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm so torn because it's just like on one end, I wanted to say something like creator or like creative. And then on the other end, I wanted to say like friend or like caring person.
You are.
Sweetheart. Whatever.
Oh,
yeah. Cutie. Yeah. I wanted to say little cutie.
Little cutie.
Yeah.
I think it's funny how literal the characters take it, and also just kind of reflection, I guess, of like a capitalist-based society is that everyone assumes what it says on the card has to be their occupation rather than just like a part of their life.
Yeah. A lot of people are taking it so literally, and so rather than like, oh, like maybe this could mean actually something else. Yeah.
Why do you think your characters are attracted to each other?
Because he's so cute. No, I'm just kidding. I think because like, I mean, there's so many things that Trina loves about Jacob. He's, you know, when you just have like a real soul connection with someone, like you might be so different from them and see things differently, but it just works out really, really well. I think that's like Trina and Jacob. I think they both teach each other something really important, and are able to kind of unlock each other's brains and outlooks on life and thoughts about love and thoughts about like loyalty and friendship. And I think they're just really, really connected, and they're two cute small beings.
Yeah, I was gonna say something I similar. I think like they fill each other's gaps that maybe they're missing, and so when they come together, it kind of clicks perfectly. And I think there's also a bit of Trina that's like, Jacob looks at her and he's like, I could never be like that, and he's so appreciative of like so many things about her, and like, you know, yeah. And I think maybe that goes both ways a little. Both ways.
Yeah.
They complete each other. Oh, so sweet.
In all fairness, maybe Trina was attracted to the brother because they're identical twins, and then once you get to know a person, it's just like, oh no, like I physically like you, but mentally I don't. But you just happen to look like someone who I mentally like. So in a sense, like it does make sense. And they're also like 16 or 17. Like this isn't as scandalous as I guess it could be if they were older. However, both of their parents kind of have these like very epic love stories that like unfortunately Jacob's mom passed away, but they were together. It's not like they broke up. And Trina's parents are high school sweethearts. Do you think Jacob and Trina could be in it for the long haul?
I think Jacob hopes so.
I think Trina, if I think she is someone who I think because of what happened with the loss, she learned a lot really, really young. And so she appreciates what she has in her life, like kind of right now. She's very much living in the right now because she knows that at any point in time it could kind of be lost. So I feel like she has that little bit of wisdom. And so I think that she hopes for that to be the case, but she also understands if it wouldn't be.
Yeah. So Juliet, your parents are usually in like very comedic roles. Like it's even funny to see Gabrielle as a mom. Like we've seen her as a mom before, but kind of not in this capacity as like a comedy drama.
Yeah.
What is it like to kind of have them as your pretend parents?
I love them. They're the best faux parents. They're so, so awesome and they're so fun to work with. And I mean, I just love them each so much as people. And it's just the best. It is it is a little bit funny because like obviously outside of it, I'm like, you guys are like my friends and I absolutely adore you. And then now I'm just like, I'm your child. But it I'm your child now. No, I love it. It's such an easy, it's so easy the days that we're on set having scenes together, and it's so funny. It's so funny. I love my scenes with my parents.
Yeah. What about you, Sammy, and your dad?
I love him. I love Aaron to death. He's got like this little kind of like not like sarcasm, but like he's so witty. He's so like quick-witted, and
Oh yeah.
he'll throw something right back at you so quick. And so I'm a very bantery dude, and so I just love kind of bouncing back and forth with him. He's very intelligent. He's incredibly grounded and creative, and at the same time, and he's just he's a pleasure to work with.
Yeah. Julia, I talked to you about this a little bit before, but it was more concerning Bloody Hell, but I feel like it's in the same stretch of these aren't like your typical teen characters. They feel very authentic and grounded. What attracted you guys to this particular project?
I loved the way that it was written. It felt so ethereal in a way and like real. And I loved the way that Trina was written. I could tell that she wasn't like a typical written for TV teen. I think our show's doing it so well. And there's just that reality in it, the real groundedness of really going through this situation that's so hard, but you got to play it with the honesty, right? There are people who have gone through like similar things, and I think really leaning into the honesty of it has been fun. It's just such an honest script, while still keeping the layers of like comedy and absurdity and things like that. That's what I love about it.
Yeah, same thing. I love how like decisions and feelings make sense and everything's motivated and it all just kind of clicks, and it's like so many of the characters in the show are so, intelligent, and their words are very purposeful, the things they say, and so it's like you could feel their heart coming directly onto their sleeve. I don't know where I was going with their words come straight from the heart, and it's like they say what they want to say, and it's purposeful and it makes sense. It computes with me. And so when I'm looking at one of these scripts or whatever, it's like even just ink on a paper, you can feel it in your soul. It's fantastic.
I agree.
How would you say you're similar to your character and how are you different?
I think I'm as bold as Trina. I'm not as potty mouthed as her. I think I'm like a little bit more on the sweeter side compared to her. I think so. Would you say?
Yeah, it's just a funny thing to hear. But
I think like
yeah.
She's got a little bit more spunk. I mean, she's a sweetie, but she's a little bit more spunky, in a way that is different than me. She is very different than me. But I don't know, maybe it's better if like you actually answer that and I answer for you. That would be fun.
Yeah.
Do you mind?
No.
Sure.
What do you think? Because it's hard for me to think.
I liked what you said that you guys you don't speak differently, but it's like your choice of words is different. So that kind of goes to you saying potty mouth. That's like, I don't know, but as far as like emotions and whatnot go,
Or personality.
you're very soft. You're direct in like a delicate way. So you'll be honest with someone and you'll give them the truth. And I think maybe Trina's like, if someone was gonna like bust down a door to say something between you and Trina, it would go her way.
Trina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd be like, can you open this, please? You ring a bell. You ring your own bell. Yeah, yeah.
And I feel like I feel like you're a little bit sillier than Jacob is.
Yeah.
You're more silly, goofy.
I'm silly.
whereas you're more of like Sammy always reminds me of like a newborn puppy, kind of.
A newborn.
Yeah, wiggly. You're very
Oh,
wiggly.
very wiggly.
And I think you're very you're emotionally more mature than Jacob is.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, you're very mature. Sammy's a little Grandpa Sammy, I think.
I feel like the vibes I get from both of you that I think you would be okay with being called like a hero and a liar. I don't think you would take it literally. I think you would be like, okay. And just kind of use it as like maybe a point of reference, because I don't think being a liar has to be taken literally as like you're just telling a false truth. It could be like, oh, I'm telling you what you need to hear, even if it's not currently factual now.
Yeah.
Instead of something like really dark and like secretive.
I mean, it would still be devastating to see a liar on, I think for me. I feel like I'm a very honest person. So I would be like, oh my God, am I lying to myself about something? Who did I lie to? Oh my God, I should apologize.
Yeah, it would depend, I think, how like valid and accepted the machine was. Yeah. If it was like someone said these things to us, someone like if Dave, the creator of the show, came up to us and he was like, Julia, you're a liar. Sammy, you're a hero. Then you would maybe be, as you said, devastated. I would be confused.
I'd be like, Dave, you're mean.
You're mean. I would be like, what did I do?
Has there been any crazy cast theories about why this machine is there? I guess without giving away the finale.
Oh my God. Yeah, I think there's like a lot of like.
I want like creepy crawlies, like.
Yeah, like.
Bring the machine place to place. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't want to say something because like we could accidentally get it right.
Yeah.
Like our subconscious could like accidentally nail it.
Oh my God, that's the thing. That's the
So
thing.
you guys actually don't even know.
Well,
we know some things.
We know
you know more than like the general public because you're filming season 2. But yes, I could totally understand that. What was your favorite scene of season 1 to film? I actually have a favorite of Trina. It was such a small one, but it was just funny to me when you're on that gondola with the hockey stick just in the background. It's just so bizarre.
That's your favorite scene of me?
Yes, like specifically because it's just like, why?
Why is she there? Like she's like fully into it. Like
I love your scene tonight. Or is it tonight? It's the one where you're like, let's go to your dad.
Oh yeah, I love that one too.
Is that the one you were talking about earlier?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite scene of yours.
There's a good scene that's on tonight. But what was your question? Sorry, I feel like.
What was your favorite scene to shoot?
Oh my God, the one tonight. That comes out tonight. Episode 8 with me and Dusty. I go downstairs and am I allowed to say?
Yeah, I'm not posting this until after tonight's episodes.
When I go downstairs and I say, I think Mom's having an affair, and he's playing the theremin, and there's like that whole thing, and we're like, huh? It was so fun to film. I loved it. I love Chris. He's the best. Do
you think your play parents are in game? Because it's not looking good right now.
Trina. Trina hopes for a family that's very stable. She can keep hoping for that. I think that Trina feels like it would sure be nice if they were, but if they weren't, could they please just like figure that out and instead of like pretending? So whatever it is, can they just do that and not be causing like kind of pain, I think.
Yes. Yes, but we're almost at the finale. Tonight is Izzy's episode and Grandma's messy, so that should be fun for everyone. But it was great talking to you again. I hope to talk to you again soon. Actually, I am going to talk to you again soon. And it was great to meet you, Sammy. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you so much.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.